have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going here. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Yellow Jackets offense comes on the field first today. Well, the Bulldogs and the Yellow Jackets have been a one-sided rivalry for the most part, but Georgia stumbled last time. Tech has bragging rights, and that does not sit well with this group of Georgia players.
Yeah, Chris, no matter what kind of season Georgia is having, when a team wins a few titles in a short period, everybody wants to take them down. But when it comes to Tech, nothing matches clean, old-fashioned hate.
Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk. In a game where there's a lot at stake with both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Play action here on first down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball to 34. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions were flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single...
Has a path to the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. And this offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Fired to the right side, complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And now the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive moving. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Broken tackles. Look at that. He's still going. Breaking tackle. Now it's another broken tackle. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A tough one all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He brings it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. That has been in large part the Lions on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And there's the handoff. And the defense wraps him up.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
And that's That's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. That's caught. It's Hill. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field. Coverage team brings down the return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. He's running out of time here. And is intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab down the middle. It's Phillips. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets will have first and 10 here. And here's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The setup at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They'll run it to the left. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here we go. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman, to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the 1st.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a 1st down. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. And that is going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. First play of the 2nd half was a handoff. And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the penalty is accepted for an automatic first down. They had reached the line to make anyway on the play. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Gets the first and still running. Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hill. Another great move. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47. A new set of downs after that completion. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Hill. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Trapped again in the pocket.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the beautiful scoring play is negated by that penalty. That's a tough break. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking for a receiver. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Boy, the running back just didn't look comfortable on the angle route there. That could have been a nice pickup, but you have to think the lack of pass-catching reps makes a difference.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Comes up with the catch. In the clear at the 25. Steps out after a solid gain on third and long, but not enough for a first. It's going to be fourth down here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. And you talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain. And look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. That's a second and goal play for the offense. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They are pouring it on now. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Makes the catch. It's Hill. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Garrett. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter. You're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And he's brought down out at the 46.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for
it. Second down play coming up for this offense. He'll hand it off. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there. And the Yellow Jackets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Powers through. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Able to convert on third, sets him up now. First down to the 22. First down to 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Number 19 with the grab and the score.
Now the try for 2. And he drops back in the gun. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He's got room to run. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Working clock with the ground game. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, this is how you put a game away. Already up multiple scores, now running the football this entire drive, eating up the clock. Really good chance here of putting this game on ice.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Makes it look easy. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough for first-down yardage. You figure they'll take it 3 points. A costly special teams penalty, and here comes the offense back on the field. The Bulldogs line it up with 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready to go.
Handoff here from the shot. And the route is on.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up to score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Extra point splits the uprights. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. The timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. The Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He's bringing it back. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. This was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape. But this lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get...